I think it is, yeah. Okay, deliver all 3 containers of aid to Lake Knot City. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this beach stuff continues to be confusing because I was reading in the interviews about they were discussing whether animals have a soul, and they were like, no, because there's no animal BTs, but we literally just fought a giant squid BT. So let me just I'm trying to find that line. Yeah, so an interesting theoretical question arose during that period. If a person's beach was a product of their consciousness, animals might have beaches as well. Or might animals have beaches as well? A conundrum, but one quick result. Only human corpses undergo necrosis and become BTs. So either what we thought there was a total illusion, or that's wrong. So I'm not sure how that matches up with what we've actually experienced in the game, but it's interesting. Person's beach is a product of their consciousness. Alright, I'm not going to try and figure it all out now, but it was just an interesting thing. Because I think there's two beaches as well, which was also interesting. There was one beach that has like nothing on it, and there's the beach with all of the washed up whales and stuff as well. So are they 2 different beaches? Like one is the real world and one is the afterlife or something? I don't know. I'm going to have to try and carry as much of this as I can. The terminal's right up there anyway. Yeah, boy. 68.1. Oh, there's a chip in here. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, literally just have to hold L2 and R2 the entire time. The height is hilarious. Right, 80 kilograms. Lost tar samples. I just want to see how close I am to the terminal. It's precarious. I've liked all of the low raw tracks so far. Stay on it. So we'll come to another city. Got a ton of shit here. I'm gonna have to interrupt the music just so I understand what's going on here. Auto paver. Late. Okay. I thought there was a terminal nearby, perhaps. Hold on. I'm gonna drop all of this stuff just so I can run around more comfortably for a second. I can also take this up as well, which is something I want to do. She said the dispatch terminal or something is right there, so I wasn't sure. Whoa, what's going on? This must be oil or something. Okay, I don't have much choice. And my motorbike didn't make it through here either, which is a shame. I was kind of hoping I had that. Tar samples. Only 80 lights for an XL. Wow. Alright, now we have to take stock of what we've got here. I mean, we've just got so much shit. Oh. I'm just wondering how long the journey is. Like, can I make some kind of double delivery? I just want to step outside of this bit and see what it looks like. Stay on it. Right. Ah, there it is, I think. Good. So I can make a double trip. Wow, that's a big old wall. Sheesh. Yeah, we can recover that cargo, that's no big deal. It's like a 2-minute job. So let's see what happens if my motorbike is stored in the garage here somehow. It probably isn't. I think because it's a new area, they probably want you to walk around a bit first. Now I don't have the quest items.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Hold on. Right, let's deliver this shit. Okay, that was a lot of stuff.
Hey man, how's it going? Guys like you make me proud to be part of Bridges. Thank you, Sam.
Alright, you're welcome. I think that was quite a lot of stuff.
Until the next delivery.
Right, now I've got to run back for...
Good work.
Hold on. Right, I've got to run back and get the other shit now. What do I even have in my... on my back? I just offload these, bring my stuff, and then... Alright, give me all of that. I kind of just went crazy, just like grabbing everything. Oh man. It's a long walk, but I can't be bothered to do this again. So I'd rather take a minute longer than spend 3 minutes doing a double trip. It's like 160 kilos worth of stuff I've carried upon arrival. This guy's a real mule. Dude is basically carrying a big old fridge on his back. Impressive. How does he not have a thrown out back at this stage? He's a repatriate wonder boy. I do think we need some more explanation about repatriates and why Sam is a repatriate and why they're so rare. How did that happen? Is it some kind of miracle? What is the deal with that? It'd be important to know. Okay. Well, let's make this delivery and get online.
Welcome, welcome. You're watching your boat the whole way. I hate to be a hard ass, but I've got to ask. Everything you're transporting above board? Nothing dangerous or illicit? I'm sure they checked you on the way in, but I'm gonna have to take a second look.
I just got some spunk grenades.
All clear. Not picking up anything unusual. Cargo looks great too. Been a while since we got some of this stuff.
Well, I said spunk grenades, but we did deliver some more sperm as well. Ceramics can now be used. The amount of materials that can be used. Okay. What can I make with ceramics? Elite handler, really? I feel like I got there pretty fast. Almost heading up to 10 hours played.
Sorry for the hassle. Can't be too careful these days. Oh, we heard you were carrying a Cupid. That right?
Yes, sir.
You're clear to link us up.
The god of love himself. Smoke emitting decoy cargo. Interesting. Ground zero. Cool. Area is now connected.
So we're finally on the network. Long time coming. We won't hold anything back. Capital Knot City will get everything. If all this info sharing makes everyone safer, I'm all for it. You can bet I'm not the only one here who feels that way. I suppose it was better when Bridges 1 first came this way. At least I don't remember terrorists and BTs making our lives difficult back then. Well, be careful out there. The world's not what it used to be. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Finally made it past Ground Zero, Sam. Congratulations. And thank you. It'll only get harder from here, though. When we first came through, it was different. Peaceful.
Yeah, we've got mountain to
The
pass.
3 cities out there, Lake, Middle, and South Knot, were all on board with our plans for reconstruction. Fragile Express was contracted by all 3 and kept supplies moving and people connected. But that all changed a year ago, when the Separatists carried out their attacks. One took out Middle Knot City. They detonated nukes from the old days. Half of South Knot City went up in the other. Casualties were devastating. Bridges doesn't have the resources to link up the remaining cities on its own. We need to secure the support of everyone, even those who want nothing to do with the UCA. Impossible as that may seem.
The situation has changed dramatically since Bridges 1 first went west. The destruction of Metal Knot in particular forced us to adapt a new strategy. It's like Amelie said, we don't have the time or resources to construct another knot on that scale. That's why we've taken to cutting deals with preppers and the like. Our only recourse is to utilize their shelters to bolster the strength of the network.
Takes a special kind of person to live out here on their own. The kind that'll tell us to fuck off if we ask them to join the UCA.
Oh, we know. No one's expecting them to say yes up front. But even if they don't like dealing with most people, they got on okay with Fragile Express.
Don't tell me. You want us to use her credentials to get in good with them?
Bingo. She's agreed to it too.
And in exchange, she gets...
Nothing really. A chance to get back at Higgs, I suppose. I can't blame her for wanting one. He took everything from her and then some. Time healed some wounds, but not hers. The work ahead won't be simple or easy, but it needs doing. Get some rest for now. We'll talk more later.
Okay, fair play. Beach. Is it the whale one or the clear one? Great timing for that. Thank you.
Here.
For me?
It's called a keeper. It means knot in old words. You can also use it to count stuff. I add a knot when I make a friend.
Okay. Then how about I add another knot every time I see you? This must be very important to you if you were able to bring it here. Very special.
It is special. I made it for you.
I'll treasure it, Sam.
Something to eat?
Why are you here?
Ask your boss man.
No. I mean, why are you here?
Got a delivery for a porter. You're gonna need this on the road ahead. This will ID you as an associate of Fragile Express. It's woven from my blood and chiral crystals. Think of it as a kind of bond. Preppers around these parts won't give you trouble so long as you've got it. We were the only people making deliveries out here. This was our territory. Until Higgs fucked it all up. Me, the Express, our reputation, all of it.
And now you want to fuck them back. On your own.
I'm not on my own. The cave, Port Knot City, next to your bed. So far apart, yet somehow we keep meeting. All that BT country in between where I should have been caught in a void out. Yet here I am. Here I am.
You can use the beach?
I have a beach. You've got yours. I've got mine. I use it to jump across space. I can't conjure out BTs the way Higgs can, but I can go after him, chase him to the beach. Problem is, everyone's got their own way in. I'm only allowed to pass through the beach I know and understand. I'm sure you've heard the term multiverse.
You alright?
The jumps take a lot out of me. Suck my blood dry.
That's why.
You're going to Edge-Knot City, right? Place is full of terrorists. But if you're dead set on it, then you're gonna have to deal with heat sooner or later.
Look, I make deliveries, killing monsters and terrorists. It's not what I do.
What if we did it together? I could use my power to help you.
Yes, please.
We don't have to want the same thing to be on the same side. I could send you across my beach. To any place the Chiralian's thick enough. Any place connected to the chiral network.
What do you expect in return?
I expect you to think it over. Here. Call it an incentive. And call me if you need me. This will keep us connected. See you when I see you.
Well, I mean, if that's going to eventually become some kind of fast travel, that's one of the coolest introductions to fast travel I've ever seen. Yeah, fast travel, jumping with Fragile. Fragile can instantly transport you to any distribution center or safe house within the area covered by the chiral network. Any items you're carrying will be placed in a private locker. That's pretty crazy. That's awesome. I love the way that they implemented that. So that's what Higgs can do, and they use the beaches to travel across time, to travel across space, and maybe to travel across time. So this is widened out as well now, the figures at the back. That's pretty cool. So I mean, it's clear that like the beach is basically some kind of like so the beach is just like some place that exists outside of the fabric of space-time, and it allows you to maybe like just slice through space and time, allowing you to get from A to B instantaneously. But does it help them to move across time, which is what's interesting. So we now know they can jump across space, but we'll have to see. And don't these babies ever grow? Is there, how can they stop them from growing?
Oh.
I don't know how they manage that. BB looks happy. Alright. I think I will take a little break here, and I will return to check out this fast travel business and to start making inroads into dealing with these terrorists. So I'll be back soon. Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I am here for another session. Let me just see how this is going to work, the fragile jump. Capital not city. Okay, excellent. Cool. So, I'm just thinking, where's my... I guess my bike is going to be left on this side. I don't need to fast travel right now, so I'd rather just get on with the game. I mean, I understand how fast travel works. I don't think I have to do it. Or maybe I have to do it. If it's got the exclamation mark, I think that means like you have to do it, so I will. All currently carried cargo will be placed in this facility's private locker. Are you sure you want to perform a jump? So let's do it.
Ready to take the plunge? So, the only things you can bring with you is yourself. And maybe a few other trinkets that are really important to you. Okay, close your eyes. Picture your destination. Hold it in your mind.
So I guess the umbrella was for more than just shitty rain coverage. Fragile can instantly transport you to any distribution center. Okay. I wonder if I can take out these sensor poles. The next time I come to one, I'm going to try and see if I can take out these sensor poles. So of course it's one of these fast travel things where the fast travel isn't really that fast, but of course it's a hell of a lot faster than having to walk the distance. It's probably like 60 seconds. So it takes a lot out of Fragile, but does it take anything out of Sam? I don't think so. He seems fine. Tell Amelie we're true believers. So my private room looks the same everywhere. Eat oh, I can eat them here? Okay, I know you guys want to watch this. We've seen Fragile eat them enough times. Nothing like some cryptobiotes to start the morning. Oh wow, it literally just bit the head off. Damn, what a savage. I've never eaten something like that before, and I hopefully never will. Okay. I'll check these new emails and I'm just going to head back to where the story's at and continue from there. Right. Hey Sam, you heard the latest rumors about Capital Knot City? People have been seeing some kind of weird glowing thing up on the rooftops near the isolation ward. It seems it's Car, the parts of a human that doesn't turn to a BT. That's what people are saying anyway. Apparently there was a common sight back in the old days, back for Stranding. I mean, story goes there were lost souls wandering around. One of my pals tried to go take a closer look to see what's what, but he couldn't find anything. I'm sure you could do better if you put your mind to it. That's interesting. Up on the rooftops near the isolation ward. Okay. Yeah, these ones are just too long. I can't bother to read those. And the Ludens fan. I know you're a busy man. I need you to deliver something to a guy named Victor in Port Knot City. It's only right that he has it and not me. And it's unique too. So chiral printing is not an option. If you could do the honors, obviously. So I think he's made... he's probably made him another little Ludens figure or something. We're rooting for you. We were part of the second group, so we never got to speak with Amelie face to face. Call the occasional hollow message. That was about it. I suppose this is all a long-winded way of saying you ought to move on and meet her like we never got to. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to try and do. Anything of interest here? Preppers. We once had a network spanning the whole wide world that could send items from anywhere to anywhere and connect anyone with anything. But still we were isolated. Still we were alone. Some liked it that way and even wanted more. They wanted walls along their borders, wanted to turn away from refugees and outsiders. Some even wanted new nations all their own. They began to see the state as an enemy of their freedom, not a protector of it. The ones most far gone, they didn't trust a country to defend them if something really went wrong. War, terrorism, natural disaster, you name it. So they built shelters and stocked full of supplies in preparation for the worst. And then the worst happened, the Death Stranding. America ceased to exist, and their shelters became their homes, where they would live and where they would die. But while they prepared, they hadn't prepared to live there forever, which is why they wound up relying on us couriers so heavily. My father and I didn't want to go back to the old America. We didn't want a country that pushed people apart. We wanted one that brought them together, that allowed them to support one another, and that was what we tried to work toward. So she seems like she's on the same kind of page as we are in that sense. Oh yeah, we had a memory chip as well. We didn't hand it in, so... Oh wait, no. Unidentified data 4. Why is it locked? Fine. Alright, I'm going to get back out there. Let's do a fragile jump. Back to Lake Knot City. Then again, Port Knot City might have... I don't even think I can get my stuff back from there anyway, so I just have to go here.
You called?
I mean, I guess time doesn't apply for her because
Let's get this show on the road.
either her smile was a little bit creepy there. Either she isn't real in some kind of sense, like she's not human as we know it, or the normal rules don't apply to her. Because surely she can't be here to transport us anytime we need it. So surely she's living some sort of timeless life, which allows her to just be everywhere all the time whenever she wants. So we'll have to see.